Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Strawhat Deku here. Today I'm here with my My Hero Academia manga review for manga chapter 241, Do That Interview. So the chapter starts with Bakugo and Todoroki sitting down for a TV interview, which was meant to get to know them a bit after their recent battles alongside the heroes shortly after getting their provisional licenses. It was full of classic banter between Bakugo and Todoroki, with Bakugo saying that they're not friends, and then it's telling the interviewer that she needs to go see an optometrist or a neurologist, and Todoroki tries to no-sell it by saying that they are indeed friends and they have spent time together, but Bakugo just quips back with there's no correlation between time spent and friendship, and just it's a good way to start back into seeing the 1A class, and that's what brings us to our next part, which we get to see Class 1A back together, and they're all having a good laugh because it turns out Bakugo's interview has been cut out entirely from an entire hour-long interview. So it's been 9 days since the attack on Daika City, and the news media is currently saying that the attack was carried out by 20 individuals in less than an hour. The news is also reporting that the public opinion on citizens using their quirks to save themselves is leaning towards support over criticism, which it makes sense because people want to be able to use their own powers to save themselves, but at the same time we know it's the Liberation Front's way of trying to draw up sympathy and draw more followers into their cause, instead of drawing off the villain aspect like they were saying last time. They want to be known for liberation, so people being able to use their quirks freely when how they want, but how they want them used is not how we want them used. In the next scene, we see Mount Lady has been assigned to the class to lecture them about how to handle media exposure, saying that the public wants the heroes to prove their worth for real now. And I personally have always appreciated how scared Mineta gets when he sees Mount Lady showed up, because you all know about Mineta. So Class 1A starting off with Todoroki begin their mock interviews, as well as they display one of their ultimate moves to help people get to know them. Todoroki uses his heaven-piercing ice wall, but when asked about his dad's flash fire fists, he says, in what I thought was drawn to be a respectful way, like in the sense of he doesn't look like he's angry at his dad when he says, "That's my dad's move." Like, I'm not at his level yet. I personally just think that that's him being like I respect my dad enough to know I'm not strong enough to use that move just yet. And it's a good little character development for Todoroki, seeing that he's not like angry at his dad. I know they pointed that out before, but just to really drive that part home. Mount Lady also explains that ultimate moves symbolize the heroes. It shows people and other heroes what you're capable of, what you can perform, and help you prepare for impromptu team-ups and combos. I like, though, personally, that My Hero Academia is currently giving like a meaning to the both anime and manga cliche of characters and protagonists just shouting out their moves in the middle of battle. Like, this series is actually giving a reason to it, because it's actually to let other people around you know what you're doing, so they can start to team up with you while you're fighting heroes, and then try to combo off your attack because they know what you're doing, because they've seen you before and they've seen it before. So just it helps with team fluidity. And I don't know, I just thought that was a good little unique point on this series. Everybody always makes fun of that aspect, but I like that this series is at least trying to be like, well, we're trying to make it make sense in ours, and I've always appreciated that. Mount Lady lets several students introduce themselves next, and on Bakugo's turn, she tells him, "You just don't mesh at all well with, well, humans." He just gets destroyed. I love it. This chapter was good on Bakugo gags. It was a good Bakugo chapter, front to back. But on Deku's turn, he's stiff and nervous until they mention All Might's name, and once they do, obviously he brightens up. He does his classic rambling. He's just completely excited to be talking about All Might at all times. But next, the interviewer asks him about the power he recently displayed, so Deku gives him a quick demonstration of his new quirk. So this is shown by him visualizing a door with many locks, and he says that he tries daily to visualize it. He says that the power is just sitting there waiting for him down the road. It's just locked up for now. The containment phase is over. Next is for Deku to learn how to control how much he can use at a time. Deku looks like he's currently able to produce only about a foot or so of his new quirk, but to like regular Midoriya optimism and great attitude, he's thrilled by the results. Kachan in the side saying stuff like he's happy about that. Blah. Just classic rival banter there. And the chapter ends with All Might and the principal discussing that it's time to announce the next round of work studies, and we see that All Might is making Midoriya a book on the past quirks of the successors of One for All. So personally, I like this chapter. It not obviously a whole lot gets covered, but I just enjoyed seeing the class again, some of the classic banner. I like that Deku doesn't have complete control over this new quirk. It's going to be a good grind for him. He likes working hard, so I personally feel like it's going to lead to a lot more character development with him. Obviously, if he has all this access to more quirks, there's a lot left for this series. I'm very excited to see that there's not necessarily like a foreseeable end at the moment, and I hope this series goes on for a long time. If you guys have any thoughts or theories on this chapter, comment them below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This is Strawhat Deku signing off. Stay safe, everybody.